respected devotees, we are again having a chance to listen to spiritual discourses and understand the essence of spirituality. The scriptures say, the saints say, that if you could understand the holy name, you have understood everything. Because it is the essence of the whole creation. You know, suppose you have a orange, and when we squeeze the orange, the juice comes out, the essence comes out. That is the essence of the orange. Similarly, it says, if we squeeze the whole universe, the whole creation, what finally comes is the holy name. So the one who understands the holy name, who has been able to experience and understand the mystery of holy name, he has understood everything of the spirituality. And the one who has not been able to understand the holy name, it says he has understood nothing. So the essence is the holy name. And friends, it's not easy to understand the holy name. If we analyze the spiritual people, the various scriptures, there's so many sects in the society. If you go deeper into that, we find that all the scriptures are talking about the power of the holy name. But what is that holy name? It's a mystery for the people. Some say the name of God is Ram Nam. Some says it is Allah. Some says it is Krishna. Some says it is Om. Some says it is Vaheguru. Some says it is the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Some says it is Shiva. Hundreds and thousands of names we talk about. All these names are okay. But actually these names are qualitative names of God, describing the different virtues of a God. Just like if somebody is a doctor, if you call him doctor, or somebody is a minister, if you call him Mr. Minister or Mr. Advocate, whatever these names we give, these are qualitative names, describing one or two attributes of that person. But these are not the real names. Like your own name also. We have a legal name, a name by which we have an account, by which we have passport and everything we have. That name is our legal name. But friends, our relatives, family people may call us by different names. But those names may not be our real name. Similarly, because God is full of virtues, thousands and thousands of virtues, they have given many, many names to Him. Qualitative names, attributary names. But the real name of God is different, friends. And this is what we have to understand through spiritual science. As saint says, there are thousands and thousands names of God, but these names will not liberate you. But there is a primordial name, a metaphysical name, that will only give you liberation, that will only give you peace of mind, that will only satisfy and control your mind permanently. We chant different names, we chant different mantras, but we might have experienced ourselves also. They don't control the mind. They don't satisfy the mind. They don't pacify the mind. Because mind is faster than that, all these mantras. Mind is subtler than all these mantras. So to control the mind, to pacify the mind, we need the holy name. And that holy name is within all of us. In each and every creature of the universe, the holy name exists. Even it exists in a unconscious matter also. The holy name exists. Nothing is there in the world in which there is not the holy name. Holy name is existence, exists each and every speck of the matter. But to experience that holy name, to understand the secrecy of that holy name, we have to go inside, in the inner world. And that also we can't do directly. We need the help of a living spiritual master, an enlightened spiritual master who can make us understand the mystery of the holy name. You know, languages have limits, and you can even twist the language, misinterpret the meaning of the language, or twist the meaning of the language. For example, I say, suppose somebody is going, and I say, stop, not let him go. Means you have to stop him and don't let him go. And if I speak the same word, same sentence again, stop, not let him go, the meaning becomes reverse, opposite. Don't stop him, let him go. So in languages, people could have diluted, could have adulterated the power of the holy name, the meaning of the holy name. And so what God did, that name is beyond words, beyond language, beyond vocabulary, beyond expression, but it exists within us. So friends, it takes time to understand the holy name, but once we understand the holy name and we start meditating on the holy name, we get everything. Holy name is such a powerful thing. One holy name completes all our requirements. Nothing else we need once we are connected with the holy name. It is the scriptures say, it is the giver to all of the world. Even it is giver to the Lord incarnate. The Lord incarnate, if He blesses us, the blessing, the power of blessing, He gets from the holy name. So holy name is the giver to each and everything, everyone. Whether it be an ordinary person, or even an enlightened person. Holy name is the giver of all. And so if you could experience the holy name, connect ourselves with the holy name, nothing remains. Our goal of human life is fulfilled. And that holy name is such a conscious being that without asking, without praying, once we start meditating on the holy name, it automatically fulfills all our requirements. It automatically looks after us. And when we are with the holy name, nothing we have to fear. Now there is coronavirus going on. People are so much afraid of corona. But the one who is meditating on the holy name is out of fear, is fearless. And this corona period is enjoying the most, because previously might have been in some busy or some job or in business, he must not have been getting sufficient time to meditate on the holy name. Corona has given him a golden chance to meditate as much as he likes. And friend, if we are connected with the holy name, it removes all our problems and obstacles of life. You know, people say that we bear the fruit of our actions. The holy name has the capacity even to minimize the result, the fruit of our past actions, due to which we have been suffering. I tell a real story of my friend. He had the knowledge of the holy name and used to meditate. After some, he was quite rich, affluent person. Suddenly, things started becoming reverse. He started getting lost in business, and every Saturday, something used to happen. This is a real story I am saying. Every Saturday, something used to happen to him, either some accident or some business loss. And day by day, he was getting poorer and poorer. And the situation was becoming so critical that after some days, he might not have the option to feed his family. So, one day he thought himself that why this is happening to me. And when he became introvert, he got the intuition. You know, there are many, the stars, the planets, Saturn, Sun, many stars are there. And out of this Saturn, Sunny we call it, is the most dangerous one. And that person came to know that the effect of Saturn is on me. And you know, in astrology, they call it Sadesati. Sadesati means 7.5 years of Saturn effect. And that effect is so strong, it brings down the person from top to bottom. He might be a very rich person and he become a pauper. Such a great effect is of that Saturn. And in spiritual books, there are many stories about Saturn. That once it comes in the life of a person, it completely ruins his life, him. There is a story of Ravana also. All the gods used to serve Ravana. Now science has made also the gods to serve us. The air god, the water god, the fire god, all are serving us because of science. We push a button, we get a light. We push a button, we get water. We push a button, we get air. Science has made us control of all the gods, these powers. And so Ravana had that power, it says, and all the gods used to serve him. Someone complained to Ravana that, see, Master, we are all serving you, but the Saturn is not coming to serve you. He is so arrogant, he never comes to you. And so you should call him also. You know, when a person is full of ego, he forgets what is right, what is wrong for me. And out of that arrogance, out of that pride, Ravana called Saturn, which in Hindi we call Sunny Devta, that you also have to come and do duty in my kingdom. Saturn gave the message. Saturn God gave the message, oh Ravana, please don't call me. It's good that I stay at home. My coming will not benefit you. People, you know, the other gods, they again inspired Ravana and said, see, even after you called him, he is not coming. He's become so proud, he's so arrogant. He's not obeying your orders. So Ravana got irritated and he sent the message that you must come, otherwise I'll come and attack on you. So the book says, the scriptures say, history says that he moved only 2.5 steps, and the whole family, everything of Ravana was destroyed. And Ravana and his whole family was put to death. It's so dangerous that the effect of Saturn. That friend of mine, he has read all these things. That how dangerous, how powerful and effective the effect of Saturn is. So he might have gone to some puja people, that you do something so that I can get rid of the effect of Saturn. But he had heard spiritual discourses. If you are fully acquainted with the spiritual discourses, we get the clue to solve every problem. And because he had a lot of spiritual discourses in his life, he heard a story of Hanuman and Saturn also. That once Saturn was going and he unnecessarily hit Hanumana. And so there was a fight. In the fight, Hanumana won the wrestling, and he tied Saturn to his tail. And whole day Hanumana was going and Saturn was going, lying on the earth and getting the whole skin of his peeled off. In the evening, Saturn asked to be excused, pardoned for that, and said that I am the one who meditates on the holy name. I'll not attack him, I'll not trouble him. And so Hanuman released him, and because his skin was peeled off, from that day, in Indian culture, they give some oil on Saturday so that his peeled skin may be cured. So he had listened to such stories also, and then he thought in himself, I've got the holy name with me, so can't I win over or save myself from this effect of Saturn through meditation on the holy name? So what he did, he didn't go to any temple, he didn't go to any astrologer. He just decided that now I'll meditate on the holy name. For 5 days I'll work from Monday to Friday. Sunday is a holiday. On Saturday I'll not work, just meditate on the holy name, because it was on every Saturday something bad used to happen to him. So he started meditating on the holy name every Saturday. And what happened, I'm making it short, What happened, that Saturday passed without any problem to him. So now he got the clue. Next Saturday also, he spent most of the time in meditation on the holy name. That day also passed peacefully without any wrong effects on his life. In this way, he kept on meditating on your holy name, extra meditation on every Saturday. And 7 weeks he passed like that. 7 or 8 weeks. After that, what happened? Things started getting reversed. All his problems, all his, the obstacles, one by one, they started getting removed every Saturday. And within 2 years, he was again a wealthy, a rich person like before. So he thanked Saturn. He said, "Oh Saturn, I am thankful to you. Because of you, I meditated on the holy name. The fear of getting troubled by you. And so by meditation on the holy name, I could be more introvert and give upward motion to my mind, and even I could reach Agya Chakra, enjoyed meditation, and an asset, spiritual asset, I could gather permanently. Wealth I lost, it again came back. But the spiritual asset that I earned because of you has become my permanent asset." So he was thankful to Saturn that because of you I could meditate strongly and be friendly with the holy name and could earn a spiritual asset. That's why saints say that I forbid enjoyment, pleasure which takes me away from the holy name, and I like suffering which takes me to holy name. Actually, for a meditator, difficult periods of suffering are blessing in disguise. Really, friends, it's blessing in disguise. Those periods, that period of suffering that we say physically or materialistically, that period of suffering helps us, inspires us to meditate more and gives us a chance to earn spiritual wealth. And that spiritual wealth is such a wealth which will remain with us even in the next life. It will help us controlling the mind. It will help us taking the mind from beta to alpha and from that to theta. So, peace of mind, satisfaction of mind, and spiritual wealth of the name, the wealth of the name, that treasure, spiritual treasure, we can accumulate during the period, the suffering period. And so saints always welcome suffering. Once when Krishna met the mother of Pandavas, Kunti, when they won the kingdom and they became king. So Kunti was now the mother of those kings, and so she was having all the facilities, all the respect and everything. So one day Krishna asked him, "How do you feel now? Is this period better or the period of suffering?" She said, "Krishna, I prefer the period of suffering." He said, "Why you suffered that much, so much, and still you like the suffering period? You crave that suffering period?" She said, "Yes. During that suffering period, I could meditate more on the holy name. And now because I am in comfort, I have not been able to meditate that much which I used to meditate during the suffering period." So actually, suffering helps us. It's helpful to us in meditation on the holy name. And that's a chance to earn spiritual wealth. So, friends, this name, holy name, it can remove all our obstacles of life, all the problems of our life. It can give us peace, enjoyment, and moreover, when we meditate on the holy name, because this name is metaphysical, our right brain is activated. I am not trying to take you to some, imaginary things. It's a reality. Because anything worldly which is connected with our logical brain, which can be grasped through the logical brain, When we are connected to that, the mind stays with the logical brain, and so the neurons of the logical brain are activated. And whole day, if we analyze our mind is most of the time with the logical brain, and so the left part of the brain, and so the neurons of the left part are getting activated, while the neurons of the right part are getting dormant, becoming dormant. So unless and until we take out the mind from the left brain, the energy of consciousness through the mind will not activate the neurons of the right brain. So what we have to do? We have to take the mind from the left brain, and that can be done only through metaphysical meditation. I am again emphasizing the word metaphysical meditation. Metaphysical means beyond the logical brain. So when we have taken our mind from the logical brain, connected it on the metaphysical energy within us, at that time, because the connection with the logical brain is cut off, the energy of the mind activates the neurons of the right brain. So the more we meditate on the holy name, the metaphysical name of God, more our right brain is activated. And then we get the results. We become more intuitive, we become more creative, we become more peaceful, and our decisions are also better and right than they were before. So our actions, it brings a big change in our action, our attitude, everything changes from inside. Now we try to change ourselves by reading books, by listening to discourses. Actually, friend, the change has to come from within. And that comes when we meditate on the holy name. Automatically, it changes our everything. Holy name is full of virtues, because it is the God itself. What it says in the Bible, the Word, in the beginning was the Word, the Holy Word. The Word was with God, and the Word is God. There is no difference between Word and God. So, all the qualities of God are inherent in that holy name. So, when we connect the mind with the holy name, slowly the qualities, the attributes of holy name start manifesting in our life. So, a change comes from within. And that's why you find saints, sages who meditate on holy name. They have a noble character, noble nature, compassionate, full of kindness, and all the time they have a helping attitude for others. All this comes because of connecting the mind with the holy name. So friends, the essence is the holy name. And it takes time to understand the holy name, because it is metaphysical. We can't understand it through books. We can't understand it through lectures. When we meet an enlightened spiritual master, I'm again using the word enlightened spiritual master, who can reveal us, not tell us, who can reveal us within ourselves that primordial vibration, the holy name, which we all meditated in the mother's womb also. The same name everybody in the universe, whether he is born in any country of the world, we meditated on that holy name in the mother's womb. And because of that, when we came out, our mind was in delta, so peaceful, our right brain was active, and we were enjoying life. If you just remember your childhood life, how enjoying it was, just because we meditated on the holy name in the mother's womb. It's a fact, friends. Someone of you might have not believed it and say it's just a hypothesis. Friends, it's not an hypothesis. Really, we meditated in the mother's womb. And the same name we have to search again, we have to find again. And the day we experience that holy name, Of course, it takes time even after experiencing the holy name to perfectly understand it. When we start meditating on it, slowly and slowly we understand the mystery of the holy name. But once we start doing that, it's the ultimate, it's the end, it's everything. And the one who is with the holy name, everything is for him, and the one who is not with the holy name, nothing is for him. It says like one, holy name is one. Holy name is one, and all the other things are like zero. If you put 0 in front of 1, it becomes 10. If you put another 0, it becomes 100. If you put another 0, it becomes 1000. But if you remove the 1, what will happen? Everything is 0. So the scriptures, the saints say, holy name is 1, and the rest over whatever we do is the additions of 0. But if the holy name is not with you, everything becomes 0. So let's search for the holy name. Search for the living master who can make us experience that holy name, the one we meditated in the mother's womb, and enjoy this life. Thank you everybody. Thank you very much. And we meet tomorrow at the same time.